Hey, yeah, what's up? This disciple Marcello Kearns back up in this, rain back up in this anti-Illuminati all day, anti-telepathy all day, anti-America all day, anti-cop all day, and everybody with them. So I'm just gonna keep it 100. I America is a pedophile nation. It's a pedophile nation. Unfortunately, you don't want to accept this reality. America is a pedophile nation, and this is not a matter of opinion. This is not a matter of my opinion, a rinky-dink opinion. Not saying my opinion is rinky-dink, but this is not a matter of a rinky-dink opinion. This is facts. By definition of what a pedophile is, this country is a pedophile nation. And I don't care if you accept it. I don't care if you like it. I don't care if you hate it. I don't care what you do with it. Okay? You're doing with this information, for the most part, is irrelevant. Because, like I always tell y'all guys, I speak facts. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I don't go around trying like this is Carmen San Diego or something, or Finding Waldo, or any of those other little goofy, mysterious puzzle type games that people play with the world. Okay, this is none of that. This is not Carmen San Diego. I'm not Carmen San Diego. I need to tell a lot of people that because they're sitting up here wondering what's my next move and where I'm at. Like I'm Carmen San Diego. That's an old reference. A lot of you young people won't even know who Carmen San Diego is, even who that even is. But the bottom line is America's a pedophile nation. Now I'm gonna prove this. I'm so you can see it's not a matter of opinion. It's not a matter of if I love America or if I hate America. It's not biased information. This is not biased information. This is not information crafted together to defeat America. This is actual facts and definitions that's plain to see. You don't have to put it together as a puzzle. It's all there. It's plain to see. All you needed as a community was a little more effort and concern, and you would have saw it yourself just like I did. All it took was me having a little more concern than the average person, a little more care than the average person about what's going on in this country. And that's on all issues. That's on all issues. If you had a little more care in this country, you would have seen this country for who it really is, not who they're trying to present it to be. Because at the end of the day, all these people on CNN, MSNBC, all these places, they're not telling you this country is a pedophile nation. They're not trying to, they're trying to keep this going. They're trying to keep this system going. When it's already defeated and dead. It's a dead piece of meat. When you have 40 states having sex with children, you tell me that's not a pedophile nation. When fully grown men have desires to be under 18, when the last time you looked at somebody under 18 and thought you wanted to have sex with them? When the last time you thought about that? When the last time you actually had a thought about someone that's under 18 and said, I would like to have sex with them? Anybody want to have sex with somebody under 18? Okay, so 40 states want to have sex with someone under 18. And that's all I got to say. 40 states wants to have sex with someone under 18 here in America. It's not a matter of opinion. It's not a matter of being some enemy, being some nemesis, if you will. It's not a matter of all of that. These are facts that I'm telling you. Okay? And they're blatant facts. They're not facts you gotta go, like I tell people, you gotta take a boat and go swim to a cave and go in the cave and go to an underground river in the cave and find pottery and get this information in a scroll in a pottery as a scroll. You don't have to do that. It's right there for you to see, just like I've seen it. It also exposes the fact that people don't have that extra care. They don't have that extra care. You don't have it, okay? You would have figured this out. So you can play mind games, you can throw witchcraft, you can throw telepathy, psychic power, but you would not change the fact that America has desire in 40 states to be with children and someone that's children under 18. It's nothing you can do about that. It's no witchcraft, it's no psychic, it's no iron, it's no metal, it's no guns and missiles and nukes that can change. 40 states has desire, sexual desire for human beings under 18. There's nothing you can do about that. That's why this is the perfect war. This is the perfect war in battle, because there's nothing they can do. You passed these laws. I didn't pass these laws. You made the decision to do this. I didn't make the decision to do this for you. I didn't charm you into doing this. In fact, I wasn't even, these laws were before I was born. These laws were before I was born. And like I said, there's no one sitting up here around here talking about, I want to have sex with someone under the age of 18. You know anybody wanted to have sex with somebody under the age of 18, guys? You see how it really is? You see how this really is? Because you don't have the desire to have sex with somebody under 18, do you? You go outside and looking for people under 18? You go outside searching and hunting for people under 18? Who does that? Who in their right mind does that? And see, the punchline is they went around witch hunting people, and then come to find out they're the ones in 40 states having desire for human beings under 18. That's the punch. That's what makes them the most laughing stock of the whole global community. You sitting up here playing games and acting like you in Rome at some Coliseum, and you got me in some psychological war game, and we find out that you have sexual desire in 40 states for children. You have desire for human beings under 18 in 40 states. And you acting like you at war with me and we in some war game. And I don't care who it is. I don't care if they are if they have a social security number, if they have American citizenship, that's all I care about. Those are Americans. And if you can't handle your citizens from running around accusing people of stuff that they didn't do or playing games with people, and then you got 40 states having sexual desire for human beings under 18, then you have the problem. That's your problem. You can't handle your citizens, that's your problem. They put you in debt. Because everyone wants to say, well, it wasn't me. Personally, I don't care who it is. They have American Social Security numbers. So that means you're liable. If your American citizens go out doing crazy stuff in some other country, who's liable? This is the punchline. So if a whole pack of Americans doing that crazy stuff that they doing go somewhere else and do that in another country, right? Who is liable? Who is liable? Where does the liability lie? It lies on the American community. And someone, whoever it is, from America, have to make it right for what their American citizen did. And I don't care who you use to do that. I don't care. You, among yourselves, figure that out. All I know, they're Americans. And that means in the real world, that your country is liable, bottom line. And I don't care who you figure out to pay the debt, that's on y'all. But you're not finna sit here and act like it wasn't, play like a little kid. It wasn't me. I don't care who it was. All I know is Americans. All I know, it's Americans. That's all I need to know. Yeah, that's my level of logic, just in case you're trying to do that. Playing the blame game. Well, it ain't us. We're sitting back, but you're sitting back watching. Silence in this situation gives consent. Your silence gives consent. Yeah. Because I know that's what you want to do. Unfortunately, they have caused enough problems for y'all to be liable. That's the best way to look at it. They have caused enough problems to cause you as a community to be liable. That's the best way to tell you. These secret societies, whether it be Freemason, Illuminati, or both, they have caused the American community to be liable. They put you in debt. And that's what it is. And ain't nobody playing games. As you can see, God is not playing games. You already got 1 million+ deaths, and it ain't time to be acting like you don't understand what's going on. Because everybody got all the intuition in the world. You got all the brains in the world. But when I tell you 1 million deaths is in your country, and these people are out here gang stalking, these secret societies are out here gang stalking, and you can't put 2 and 2 together that they brought that on you, okay, you go ahead and do that. But you got the brains to figure all these other things out. Stuff that ain't even true. Conspiracies that are not even true. You putting all these other things together, but you can't put that together. Okay, you go ahead and play that game. But like I told you, these secret societies have done enough to make you as a full community liable. Liable, the whole community. You need to hear it just like that. Because you'll sit back and say, well, I ain't had nothing to do with it. Unfortunately, in war and things that happen in life, so there are innocent people. There are innocent people. And there's a lot of innocent Americans. But unfortunately, that's not going to hold up in the courts of God. That's not going to hold up in the spiritual courts of God. You are liable as a community now because of what they did. And if I were you, they would be done. You figure out what done means, but they would be done. Okay, that's the bottom line. Because ain't nobody in the 10th grade. We're not playing high school games, guys. You got 1 million deaths. And these people are acting like it's some hot rod they acting like hot rod high school kids. Like you in some Pontiac playing games and showing out for girls. This is how I see you. Some little punk, hot rod, Pontiac driving punk. That's exactly how it feels. That's how your energy feels. Like a hot rod Pontiac punk that's putting this country on the brink of death. And with the death toll to prove it. Not a matter of opinion, not speculation, not superstition. 1 million+ deaths right now today, as of April 11th, Monday, 2022. Okay? You know where you at? You know what time it is? Do you know the day and months and times and what's going on? Yeah, some of y'all just are not aware of what humans are doing in your country. So much so, you didn't even know 40 states has sexual desire for human beings under 18. That's how much you don't know what people are doing in this country. So much so, they passed another law the year before COVID that allows adults in 12 states in America to marry with no minimum age, meaning they could marry any age, even down to single-digit ages of boys and girls. Because if you don't think these women are doing it, you crazy. That's why phase 2 of this campaign is showing you that also females, grown women, have sexual desire as well for these children. You seen it on the news. These female teachers, just in case these feminists, they'll say, well, that's a man problem. Women don't think like that. In America, I beg to differ. I don't know about nowhere else, but I beg to differ. Because here in America, teachers are popping up, female teachers are popping up over and over again, playing around these kids sexually. Females, born females with vaginas and breasts. Okay? Let's get it clear. Because they love to act like the gay people are the ones that's the pedophiles. But if you look at the percentages and ratios and pie graphs, you will see that's not the truth. The truth is, a lot of these pedophiles are family men, female teachers, and they're not gay. But in the mind of bushwhack, unsophisticated Americans, you think that it's the gay community that has this perversion in their perspective and mentality. Just because they're with the same sex, you assume they do everything. That's not true. Based on the real facts and the statistics, of course there's perversion within every sexual orientation. Of course there's perverts that are straight and that are gay. Of course there's perverts in the LGBTQ community. Of course there is. Because that's just human nature. There's going to be perverts among every sexual orientation is what I'm trying to say. But on the average, in far as percentages and pie graphs, it has been the straight community that passed these laws. I'm pretty sure it wasn't a gay person that passed 40 states having sex with children under the age of 18. You think a gay person passed those laws? Yeah, I'm taking it there, baby. You think a gay person passed laws right before COVID in 12 states that allows adults to marry children, marry them, man. Marry. With no minimum age down to single digits. You think gay people did that? You think the LGBTQ community did that? Much as you like to criticize them, do you think they had anything to do with the law that was passed July 1st, 2019, in 12 states that allows adults to marry children with no minimum age? You think the LGBTQ community has something to do with that? Most likely not. And this was the year before COVID, guys. Just in case you think these are dusty laws that I'm talking about, ancient laws. The year before COVID is pretty relevant. And it will always be relevant because COVID has taken over so much. It's going to always be relevant now. Because COVID comes up over and over and over again. So when I tell somebody these laws were passed the year before COVID, it's always relevant. What you got to say for yourself? You sitting up, now you act like you wasn't criticizing me. Now you act like you wasn't accusing me. Now you act like you wasn't trying to assassinate my character. And like I said, I don't care what Americans it is. I don't care. We find out your country, you little gang stalkers, we find out your country is the ones that have sexual desire for children. So much so, they have expressed it in 40 states, allowing adults to have sex with children under the age of 18 in 40 states in America. That's for you little gang stalkers. Because I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. You can say, well, it ain't us. It ain't gonna affect you. Yes, it is. Because soon as everyone finds out, all your little gang stalking days are coming to an end, buddy. You ain't even gonna have no environment to do it in. That's how we gonna get you. Yeah, it's aimed at you, partner. Yeah. You can say, well, it wasn't us. Well, it's your country, and you're American. And that's all that matters to me. Because I'm not going to differentiate. Everyone want to act like they don't know what's going on? Okay, we can play that game. I'm just going to say it's Americans. That's what I'm going to do. Nobody wants to step up to the plate and take responsibility? Okay, I'll just say it's Americans. I don't differentiate at all. All of it. It's just an American problem. So guess what we're going to do? We're going to let the truth take its course, and the American environment is going to be no more. The American system will have to resign as a system in this situation. You're going to have to. Because you've seen all that went on with the Supreme Court, with the lady that's now a judge, Supreme Court judge. You see how much they was on her about those children? So how much you think they're going to be on America about 40 states having sex with children? 40 states expressing sexual desire, for children, human beings under the age of 18. What do you think these people that was on her, this lady that is now the Supreme Court judge, what do you think those same people who was witch hunting her, you might as well say, which are accusing her, what do you think they're gonna do when they find this out? And you know what? Guess who's gonna find it out and bring it about? Guess who's gonna do that? God is gonna bring it about. That's why it's already happening. Now you see how it's coming up in the news now. See that? See, I was ahead of you. Now it's coming up in your issues in your community. Now people are being accused of it. Every way you see. See, I was ahead of you. Now, you see how it's locking in now? You see how it's locking in? It's all working out. Because because the same people, here's the punchline. The same people that set up and talked about this Supreme Judge person being involved or being lenient on pedophiles, they're going to have, and showing all their passion about children, they're going to have to express that same passion when it comes to when they find out 40 states allows adults to have sex with humans under the age of 18 in America. 40 states, that's the majority. They're going to have to express that same passion when they find out July 1st, 2019, the year before COVID, that 12 states allows adults to marry children at no minimum age, even down to 5 and 7 years old. Oh yeah, it says no minimum age. That's your laws passed a year before COVID, and these same people, because we're going to find out if you're racist or not. We're going to find out if you were just trying to stop a black person from getting in office in America, because when this comes out, we're going to see how you respond to this. We're going to see how you respond to 40 states having sex with children, 40 states having sexual desire for human beings under 18 in 40 states. We're going to see how you respond to that. We're going to see how you respond to 12 states allowing adults to marry with no minimum age, even down to 5 or 7 years old. We're going to see how you respond to that. Because that might have been just racism. Didn't want to see an African American get anywhere, so you build all these stories and all of this because you don't want to see it happen. That's how they always done things. Soon as African Americans get anywhere higher, they start the character assassinations. Look at it for what it is, the real history. That's how it is. But you couldn't see 40 states having sex with children. You couldn't see that for decades and decades. Because you was a part of it. Basically, I'm not playing any games with you. You sit up here and witch hunt people, we find out you're the one doing this by law, it's over. Because you contradicted yourself too sharply. That's why it's over. Because you contradicted yourself too sharply, running around the country, witch hunting people, and come to find out 40 states allows adults to have sex with children. Come to find out a year before COVID, 12 states allows adults to marry children with no minimum age, even down to 5-year-old boys and girls. I know you don't believe it, but the law is technical. Laws are technical, guys. Laws are technical. They're not a matter of opinion. They're technical. They're literal. So if it says in a law, no minimum age, that's what it means. There's no other way to look at it. There's no way. Those words are literal in this case. And you sitting up here witch hunting somebody and worrying about somebody else's integrity. You worried about R. Kelly's integrity when 40 states allows adults to have sex with human beings under 18. You worried about R. Kelly's integrity when 12 states the year before COVID allow adults to marry down to no minimum age, even 5 and 7-year-old girls. 5 and 7-year-old boys, and you worried about R. Kelly and integrity. Because that's America. That's America. Like I tell people, please let that man go. Now that we know who you really are, please let him go. Please. Because you sitting up here with 40 states having sex with children, 40 states showing sexual desire for children through law. And 40 states allowing adults to have sex with human beings under 18. Please let that man go. Because you contradicting yourself too much to where nothing matters. That's what you call a fallen community.